At the end of chapter 3, the Bowery King has asked John Wick if he's pissed off. And John Wick says, yeah. At the opening of chapter 4, John Wick has made his way to a desert on a horse, chasing some guys to make his way to have a meeting with the elder of the High Table. That meeting doesn't go so well. Worse for the elder. And John is on the run. And he goes to meet, along the way he goes to rest with a friend who is Hiroyuki Sanada, playing Koji Shimazu, a manager of the Osaka hotel. And so begins a journey of friendship, of the consequences of being connected to John Wick as he's trying to make his way. The story is probably the most expansive of all of the John Wick films. We really opened up the High Table. Bill Skarsgård is playing the Marquis, who's a kind of sheriff of the High Table who has it out for John Wick for glory and ambition. We have Donnie Yen, who's playing a character named Kane, who kind of retired but gets asked out of retirement, forced to try and kill John Wick. So John Wick has this old friendship, and now let's call it a frenemy. And also, as John left his friend Koji, the High Table is kind of taking revenge on people helping John Wick. He's also being chased by Shamira Anderson, who's playing the tracker, and his faithful dog, who I believed he named Puppy. I think he didn't call him dog, I think he called him Puppy. You have to ask him. And, but he's playing a character who doesn't want to kill, he's just a tracker, so he's looking for bounties. And he gets asked, or forced to make a choice to try and kill John Wick. So that's another layer. John has been kicked out of his family, so he's got to reconnect with the Ruska Roma. Koji has, Hiroyuki has a daughter, Rina Sawayama, lovely actress. I think it's her first film, certainly her first action film. She did all the training. She was amazing. Very special person, artist, and made a very special contribution. We have the legendary Clancy Brown, who's playing the Harbinger, which is just the Harbinger, who's kind of a top bureaucrat at the High Table management. And Laurence Fishburne's back as the Bowery King. Ian McShane, Lance Reddick from the Continental. Winston, Ian McShane from the Continental is more involved in this story, he kind of figures out a way for John Wick to potentially gain his freedom. And Scott Adkins is playing a character named Killa in Berlin, who is a kind of gatekeeper of, contraband exchange between the High Table and the underworld. For me, it's like, yes, there's a John Wick movie, let's just start with and hopefully we won't let them down. But all I can tell you is we made this feast of a movie with all of our hearts and love and passion, and hopefully people will enjoy it. The action, the humor, the takeaways, the ideas, the new characters, the cinema, the sound. It was made for the big screen, and it was made for people to come together and hopefully enjoy it and, take it all in. And I think also the film works. I don't think you have to have seen all, the previous 3 films. I think you can come up pretty up to speed, which I think is a cool aspect of it. But really, it's just John Wick. It's just John Wick. All the time, all day. I don't know, I feel like these films are unique and special in a way. And I mean, John Wick Chapter 4 is no joke.